The Rio Grande Valley Vipers claiming another title. One of the more successful franchises in recent league history. It was Delaware who won the Winter Showcase. And what was, again, the first ever Showcase Cup. And adding to the lead here early on is James Banks. Largest lead for the Legends is 7 now. So again, for the Spurs, Adaway was 16 points, 14 for Brown. Off the bench with 12 was Jordan Murphy. For the Legends, 2 starters in double figures, 13 for Hardy, 10 for Banks, and 12 off the bench for Tyler Hall, who had his presence felt there at the end of the first half.
Throw another block in there in the column for Banks as well, as he just sent that one in the first row.
That's his 3rd block now. Here in a little over 2 quarters of work. 10 to shoot. Into the paint. Tipped around, hauled in by Riller.
One area that you'd love to see Austin improve on this second half is finishing in the paint. Hasn't been the strongest tonight.
Kuzi the other way. And Riller out of nowhere able to grab it. These Black Panther uniforms will be auctioned. Go online to learn more. And right with a score in the paint. Legends flirting with a double-digit lead. And a nice job regrouping. As for the Spurs, it's our first look at Charles Bassey. He was brilliant last night. Bassey got the start yesterday, 33 points to lead all scorers.
Team high 15 rebounds as well.
Yeah, part of the double-double, including 7 offensive boards last night. He shot 75% from the floor, if that's okay.
That's all you could ask for, right? Add on 4 blocks last night.
Even drove the team bus. Kuzi to the rim. Past a couple of defenders.
And Bassey's going to give those bigs for the Texas Legends a little bit of work here in this second half. Adding a little bit of extra height for the Austin Spurs.
He'll come down and help. Riller misses, but there to clean things up. Uncontested, James Banks at the rim. "16-footer is good for Jalen Adaway.
Running the screen and roll at the half-court line.
18 points for Jalen. Shooting 50% tonight. Hardy, quick release over Brown, no. Bassey with the rebound. Two-on-one, Hardy fouled. Free throw coming up. That ball may have gone in if his own teammate didn't tap it through. So it'll be a free throw worth 2 points. Otherwise, may have had a claim for an and one. Only player on assignment tonight, as the Mavericks have him back with the Legends. Spent this week yo-yoing back and forth between Frisco and Dallas. Adaway had 2 defenders with their hands in the face, able to clean things up. Bassey already making an impact with his first minutes tonight.
Great tip in there by Bassey. Good job just being in the right spot.
Five to shoot. Little spin cycle, drops it through. James Banks the third.
Well, that's just tough to defend right there.
And Bassey off the front iron. Three and a half minutes in. Legends with a 7-point lead. Led by 5 at halftime. Hardy off the screen. 15-footer from Hardy.
Well, Hardy seems to have gone a little cold over the last few minutes of play.
Brown takes it to the hole. Adaway picks up right. Hardy, confident take.
Strong finish with the left hand.
Kuzi saw some daylight, knocks down the triple. Former St. Mary's College Gale, playing his college ball in California. Brown with the turnover.
Spurs have numbers.
Bassey taps it back to Brown. Got 2 defenders off their feet. And free throws coming up for Shondi Brown.
Smart play by Bassey to see Brown there. Even better by Bassey to use that pump fake, get both the defenders in the air, draw that foul.
So just about 5 minutes into the second half. That's the first team foul of this third quarter on the Legends. We have one aught come off. Another aught will come on as Goldwire re-enters for Austin in place of Kuzi to run the point. Spurs back within 2 after trailing by as many as 7. Hardy. Everybody wants to be Dirk Nowitzki.
Well, that's the that's the rate of the play nowadays, isn't it? If you're over 7 feet, you got to be able to shoot from 28.
And a foul on Adaway. And it is a transition take foul deemed by our official Grant Dietrich. That means trip to the line here. Rasheed Wallace tuning in. As Petar Bozic did not believe that was a true transition take foul. Before Texas gets this inbounds play, timeout Spurs. So Spurs are back with some other creative solution. Not something we have to figure out now. Whipped into Baba, and a foul on Austin as it'll be Goldwire.
Now, if they did put a random time up there on that clock, what do you think they should start at? Just make it 99?
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. Put 99 up there. So there's no confusion. That'd be quite the Four Corners offense of just running out 99. Lob in down low, and it's broken up by Bassey.
Bassey's arguing that it was tipped by Gaye.
Yeah, Petar Bozic thought it was off of Texas last. Plenty of time to shoot, as that one won't go down for Hardy.
And Hardy's missed his last 3-point attempts.
Ten to shoot for Goldwire and Austin, trailing by 2. Adaway baseline. We're level, 77 points apiece.
Just a pretty stroke there by Adaway. trying to top last night's number of 20. He's almost there.
And a late hand in the face. Bassey, oh, a silly foul. They're going to, I believe, review the positioning of the shooter at the moment. It's 3-point free throw pending, but they're going to have to look at it first to determine how much this free throw is going to be worth. And clearly behind the line. Oh, and they're going to look to whether or not it was flagrant. Looked like Bassey was just off balance, but.
Well, that's the rule, right? You got to give him room to land.
So here's the protocol. Isaac Barnett will first look at the monitor with Grant Dietrich. Then Grant will step away, and Ken Jones will take a look at the same moving pictures with him. They'll come together. At the moment, it is not a flagrant, but they are looking to see whether it needs to be elevated to as much. And that's, again, dating back to whether it be Kevin Durant or Kawhi Leonard. Watching those feet when you stick them out.
And I think Bassey does a good job of bringing that left leg in a little bit. All of that contact is Bassey's shoulder.
And it is just going to stay as a common foul. Did not see anything to elevate it anything more. It is going to be a 3-point free throw coming up. Nicely handled by Isaac Barnett, our crew chief tonight. Yeah, we're a lot more sensitive about that foot being stuck underneath the three-point shooter as they come back down to earth, but there was nothing toward from what we saw from the youngster, Bassey. That's a 3-point free throw.
Well, that subject's just a sore subject for every Spurs fan, isn't it? The Legends really tightening up on defense.
5 seconds, Spurs turn it over. And Wright has all the time in the world and knocks it down as if it was practice.
Bit of sloppy basketball out there, but you can't deny the results. A wide open three.
And McKinley Wright, the fourth, one of our 4 players tonight on 2-way contracts. Bassey picks up his dribble. Both big men are in, Bassey and Barlow. Here's Bamba. All of this staying on the same page of the phone book, as it'll be finished with the left hand of McKinley Wright. Mahoney, the open three, no. Barlow, fouled by Hardy. That'll be the second team foul on the Legends through the first 7.5 minutes of this quarter. As right now, Texas sitting on a 9-point lead. Murphy and Anderson back on for Austin, and Zikor on for the Legends.
We're going to a little bit of small ball here, Austin is.
And this is a foul on Zikor moments after he came on the floor, trying to deny position to Jordan Murphy.
Well, I think that could have almost gone either way. But fortunate, Austin is, that it goes against the Texas Legends.
So 14 on the shot clock as the ball stays with Austin. Bamba staying glued to Adaway and perhaps too tight. Second personal on Udai Bamba. So both teams now find themselves with 4 team fouls. Every foul for the rest of this 4.5 minute stretch on a loose ball or defensively will lead to free throws. Two points tonight for Goldwire. He's just in there to facilitate. Like facilitate his own three-pointer. Won't go that time. Hardy with the crossover. Pass not one, but 2 Spurs on his way to the hole.
And that's just simply too easy. You got to make it a little bit harder for him to get to the rim on that one. 11-point lead for the Legends.
Little less than 16 minutes left in this ball game. Denzel Mahoney, the former Creighton standout, now 2 years removed from college ball. And a fadeaway three, if you'll ever see one, from Hardaway.
Well, he's done missing them.
Hardy gets picked up from his own coach, Gallinopoulos.
Wears that three on his jersey for a reason.
Hardy. We'll see what, again, this is going to be free throws regardless. It's the 5th team foul.
I think Hardy knew exactly what was about to happen there.
Would have been likely in the act of shooting, but it's easy choice here to send to the line as it was the 5th team foul on Austin. 2 more points for the Dallas Maverick on assignment tonight. Nothing but net for Shondi Brown. We were tied at 88 after 3 quarters of play last night. Baba, nonchalant. Little reverse kiss off the glass.
Well, looking a little different tonight. 12-point lead now for the Legends.
Biggest discrepancy we've seen tonight, as the largest lead belongs to the visitors. Murphy, offensive rebound, put back. Add 2 more to his resume. 14 points tonight for Murphy. Right around Murphy. Keeps that ball extended away from the defender. And the Legends are within 3 of triple digits. And Wright fouled by Baba. It's going to send us to a break. And a misfire on the sound effects.
You haven't seen many missed free throws tonight. Both teams have been pretty good from the stripe.
To the corner in front of his teammates. Can't knock it down as it came from Tyler Hall. And our official scorer can give himself his first rebound of the night.
They're just trying to get us involved a little bit.
This is the first year they have not entrusted us with the backup ball. Often joined on these broadcasts by Carl Schoening, and we thought for a while people just thought his name was Ball. Charles Bassey, again, did not see him in the first half. Second half has come on strong, with his presence being felt at 6'9", 230. It's Murphy with the rebound there. Bassey quickly in transition down low, and this is going to be a defensive foul, the hold on Tyler Dorsey.
The Spurs trying to make a late run here to narrow that gap before we get to the final 12 minutes. Cut it to 8 here.
2-point free throw to try to make it an 8-point ball game. Again, we will not return to standard free throws being worth just 1 point until the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. If that's too much to remember, we will remind you when the time comes. Hall shakes free of the defenders, just like it's shoot around in the morning.
Well, Austin dared him, and Hall called their bluff.
Former Montana State Bobcat.
Eat him up.
Mahoney, 3, good.
Mahoney 0 of 2 on his first 3-point attempts. He's made his last 2 now.
Spurs back within 10 after trailing by a baker's dozen just a moment ago. Legends the first to 100 tonight 14 seconds separate the two clocks. A long-range shot won't fall. Bassey with the rebound as the Legends one and done.
High on the shot clock, too. I want to say there was still 9 seconds when he pulled the trigger.
Spurs should be able to hold for the final look here. Goldwire driving to the rim, and he will be sent to the free throw line.
Well, second time within 30 seconds that the Spurs can try and cut this down to an 8-point deficit.
Fourth foul on Josh and Zikor here, contesting Goldwire. Caught in the wrong spot. Spurs hoping to enter the fourth quarter down by 8. Four and a half seconds for the Legends. Trying to knock one down. They're going to get a decent look. Dorsey.
Offense picked up a little bit towards the end of that third quarter. Love to see them ride that wave. But the Legends coming out in full court press.
Kuzi comes back into the ball game to run the point. Adaway. Still 10 to shoot. Bassey directing traffic. Kyer with the sidestep. Just off the mark.
Oh, that pump fake deserved that basket right there.
Again, Justin Kyer out of Arizona from Steve Kerr University. Two to shoot. Into traffic.
Active hands.
It's a 2-on-none break. Wow. And then plowed from behind. Not sure if the brake lights were working there on the back of Shondi Brown, but Austin had a 2-on-nobody break and a poor lead pass.
Led him a little too far right there. Try to put the backspin on it, but think about backspin. Once it bounces once, rotation turns. Well, and that's why they're playing basketball and not football, right?
Brown. 11 to shoot. Already a minute has melted away here in this fourth quarter. Adaway off the screen, running with Bassey. Gets it to the big man. Banging bodies down low.
Great move by Bassey.
Charles Bassey, determined. Former Hilltopper from WKU.
And then Bassey again. Running in on both sides of the court.
Spurs down by 2 scores, trailing by 6. Lob to Bassey. And he is wearing a legend on his back. It'll be a trip to the free throw line.
Boy, Bassey wanted everybody in this stadium to know his name.
Second team foul of the fourth quarter for Texas.
Looking to make up for his last trip to the charity stripe.
That was James Banks' 5th foul. As Zikor comes on, he's playing with 4 fouls. And a lot of those fouls have come since Bassey has entered this ball game in the second half.
Well, he's been the difference maker for Austin in that low post. Didn't quite have the height to keep up with everybody. Now Bassey, a big bruiser down there, kind of commanding that defense. Play a little bit stronger.
Legends still up by 6. Carter. Denied. Bassey. They'll work it up to Brown. And the Austin Spurs are starting to click on both ends. The common thread is Chuck Barrett. And Zikor. As Kyer hauls that one in. Kyer lob to Bassey. 10 points off the bench for a man who's only played a little over a quarter tonight.
And active hands there as well. But it's like every time he makes a play on the offensive side, and there's that big alley-oop again, he's there to run the court and follow it up with some kind of defensive play.
Just imagine playing in Conference USA against him in recent years.
I don't think it'd be very much fun.
Foul on Adaway, count the bucket, and one free throw coming up for Tyler Dorsey. We've seen Dorsey in the G League a couple years with Erie, season with the Memphis Hustle, taken in the 2017 NBA Draft, 41st overall, and it's a three-point play. That's the lead at 5 for Texas. Somehow able to maintain that plant foot, and Bassey not allowing the fast break the other way will break it up.
Might have tweaked his leg a little bit on that abrupt stop and turn Adaway, but shaking it off. He's doing fine down there.
Bassey just turned 22 last week. High dribble, drop it down low to Nzikor. 2-on-2. Adaway splits Legends, goes to Bassey, rinse and repeat.
That is just good team basketball right there. Adaway could have gone up himself, tried to get the foul, but saw Bassey right there. Higher percentage shot.
3-point ball game. Spurs could tie it here. Still 6 to shoot. Bounce feed. Kyer couldn't corral it. They'll never get a shot off. And the Legends almost give one right back. Not sure there was a dribble there.
Doesn't matter. Spurs ball anyway.
Brown. 1-point ball game with 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
It didn't take long, did it?
Brown with the rebound, 25 points tonight. Spurs with a chance to take a lead here. Trailed by 5 at halftime. Have been chasing ever since. Briefly down by double digits.
And there you see quick hands on defense and a little sloppy right there, but Adaway finding Bassey for the easy dunk.
Brown will come out. Mahoney comes on. As we return to live play, 7:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. A lot of basketball still left to be played. 3 team fouls on Texas, 1 on Austin. Spurs looking to take the lead. That has eluded them here in the second half.
Real advice shot by Adaway, and
Hardy stretches it to a 3-point lead.
well, I thought Goldwire was going to get there for a second.
Oh, Charles is fully in charge tonight. Bassey can do no wrong. Spurs Legends are level at 105.
Another block by Bassey.
Shot clock was down to 11. I believe it was inadvertently reset to 14.
Well, Bassey had 4 blocks last night, and if he doesn't have 4 now, that's his at least 3rd in half the time. Just an incredible presence down there on defense.
And a foul on Goldwire will deny the layup. Fourth foul on Goldwire, second team foul of the fourth quarter for Austin, as Murphy comes on for Bassey. $15 points for Bassey in a quarter and a half of play tonight. Along with those blocks.
Well, the Spurs got to feel good having somebody like him on their team.
And as time expires on the shot clock, right, able to time it just right.
Fans thought it got away with a little bit of a charge there. Refs thought it was clean.
Slightly partial crowd tonight.
Oh, you think there's biases over here?
Mahoney. We're level 107. Midway through the fourth quarter. Looking forward to a fun finish. Hardy drains the three.
And now both teams just going blow for blow.
We'll see if next year the G League just fast forwards to the fourth quarter.
Well, wouldn't that be something? All intensity all the time, and one there by Murphy.
Chance to tie it with the free throw coming up. Fourth team foul. So each defensive and loose ball foul the rest of this game against Texas will lead to free throws for Austin.
That's a lot of time.
Right now we're just looking for the and one from Murphy. Gee comes off in favor of James Banks. Again, a 1 point free throw here to tie the ball game.
Couldn't quite get it to go.
Spurs have tied it a couple of times, still have not claimed a lead here in the second half. Hardy is fouled by Murphy.
Wow, what a turn of events there. I thought that was definitely going to be a foul on Murphy. They're calling an offensive foul. Love to see where.
Take another look. I thought Murphy came in and slapped that wrist. And not Murphy, I thought Kyer slapped the wrist. And then they call the stiff arm on Hardy when he probably thought he was fouled a step earlier.
And Hardy probably was fouled a little bit earlier, but he definitely had that left hand in the face of Murphy, which is what the refs saw.
It is not going to be reviewed, not going to be challenged by head coach George Gallinopoulos. They could have looked at both. Murphy through a double team. Brown puts it back, no. Legends still lead by the slimmest of margins. And a free throw to earn it coming up for James Banks. And, well, Charles Bassey's going to come back on and try to rectify some of this. As Kyer made sure he was not going to be able to score and head to the line.
Well, it just seems like Kyer had the mentality that he was going to get a foul, either this drive or the last one. Got away with it last time, not so much here.
And that's 3 team fouls on Austin. We mentioned 4 on Texas with 5:01 to play. You see the numbers tonight, 2 rebounds shy of a double-double. Did not look good coming out of the hand. A rebound for Bassey. Is this where the Spurs find their first lead of the second half? Mahoney draws contact, will go to the line to give them that lead. Denzel Mahoney back. A returner for the Spurs, who have missed a couple of big free throws down the stretch. That one would have been worth 2.
3 consecutive trips.
The last one they missed would have tied the ball game. Spurs still have not led here in the second half. A half in which they have trailed by double digits. $25 points tonight for Brown. Bassey off the bench with 15 of his own. Could not add to it there.
Well, he had the defender with that fake pass there, just a little short on the three-pointer.
Still plenty of time to shoot. They'll never get that shot off. Kyer looking at his options. Charles Bassey down low, collects, And Austin has a lead appropriately. It is Bassey who gives it to them. 111, 110. This game far from over. Hall trying to pull it right back. He will go to the line. And that is a foul that Brown wishes he had back.
Well, and he's bailed out on that foul attempt by Brown. He was 7 feet behind the three-point line. That's a prayer of a shot. And if it goes in, you just got to kind of live with it.
Fourth team foul on Austin on top of that. As Brown, ill-advised, goes into Hall on the shot on Hall's way back down. That's a three-point free throw. Back up by 2. Timeout, Austin. And head coach, defensive foul or loose ball foul on either team leads to free throws. Kuzi. Bassey's 17 points off the bench tonight. His last bucket gave Austin that elusive lead. A three-point free throw has given it back to Texas. Bassey. Offensive rebound. Out to Adaway. And there might be a third chance of this one. 14 on the shot clock for Austin.
Well, you heard the crowd kind of build up with Bassey there when he was working him down in the post. You thought it was going to go in, an unfortunate second bounce there, but hey, still Spurs ball. No harm, no foul.
$25 points for Brown, make it 27. Tie ball game.
He really had a stretch for that layup, but made it look easy.
Right, needing help from a teammate. Hall there to bail him out. And Zekor. Not his game. Kuzi 3-on-2. Kick out corner. Mahoney. Bruce Bowen would be proud.
And that's where having only 2 timeouts really hurts you if you're the Texas Legends. You could call one right now and break that momentum that Austin seemingly is building. But instead, you just have to power through it.
Biggest lead of the second half for Austin, albeit just a single score, up by 3. Hardy tonight, 33 points, looking for more.
You got to do a smooth combination of keeping your foot on the gas, but wasting clock as well.
And Kuzi calls his own number.
We're talking about ex-Spurs being...
to stretch it to a 118-113 advantage. Legends led tonight, 33 points from Dallas Maverick on assignment, Jaden Hardy. And Zekor denied by Bassey, another block.
Well, you got to think if he played the full game, he'd be right there on 10 blocks.
And a walk on Bassey. Spurs still stuck on a 2-possession lead. They'll take it for now. Legends are going to bring Tyler Dorsey back on, one of their 2A contract players in place for Baba. Unofficially, we are now keeping track of Bassey's block shots on our second hand.
Can you count as another one?
They've altered the breeze.
We'll say he got a finger on that one.
Petar Bozic telling Brown to slow it down. Got 12 seconds on that shot clock. And a timeout with pressure mounting and nobody there to help him out. We'll keep it here, minute 15. Up by 5.
Truly efficient.
Kuzi. 5 to shoot for Austin. Brown, step inside the arc. 7-point lead for the Spurs. It's a 3-possession ball game with 62 ticks remaining on the clock. And that'll help the comeback for the Legends. That was the ideal possession. A quick shot worth 3. back within 4.
And again, Spurs just going to chew up that shot clock.
Guzzi picked up his dribble. Mahoney helps him out. Extra pass to the corner to Adaway. A kiss to the heavens. Why does it feel timeout to try to get on the same page? 14 on the shot clock as they did advance the ball with the timeout. So they don't get the full shot clock available to them. Do not foul on a... oh, my. Wow. Adaway nailed the big 3 on one end. And he is whistled for the foul on the 3. As Dorsey gave him a couple chances to foul him.
Well, he got caught jumping twice.
Yeah, on the follow through.
Just the slightest touch.
First free throw for Dorsey, good. I'll give him 9 points on the night. Makes it a 2-score ball game. That'll make it a 5-point ball game. It'll stay a 2-score ball game even if he makes this next one, but this is not a scenario where you miss on purpose. Makes all 3. Dorsey comes through. Austin will be happy to take as much time as possible. Bassey's going to be headed to the line. I don't think that's what Petar Bozic wanted.
Bassey hasn't had the best night from the free throw line tonight. But just getting one will do you wonders.
And Zikor committed the foul. That's his 6th. He is done for the night. A guy who about 4 days ago didn't realize he'd be playing basketball, let alone twice in 2 nights here. You saw the numbers for Bassey. That's just the second half alone. Did not play the first half. 4-point ball game. Even if he makes them both, it's still just a 2-possession lead. One more chance for the crowd to cheer him on. Six-point lead for Austin. As Texas will use a timeout to advance this ball. And I think they're going to have to see whether any time came off the game clock. I think they're going to have to put 0.4 seconds back on that clock.
Also a very touchy number for Spurs fans.
32.1 to go in regulation, and because, again, you use the timeout to advance the ball, shot clock is at 14. Down by 6. Back within a score.
And that is as clutch as a three-pointer as you'll ever see.
McKinley Wright. And they have to foul again Adaway to send him to the line. No bucket. Even one made free throw here from Adaway makes it a 2-score ball game with 21 seconds to go. Shoot, if you make the first one, I think you consider trying to bounce one off the rim.
And get the rebound.
Well, just having more time come off the clock, regardless of who comes up with the rebound.
But it starts right there with making that first one. Good job by Adaway.
We'll see what the plan here is. Reason to believe he'll try to knock this one down and make it a 5-point ball game. Clock won't start till he picks it up. Spurs do not want to foul.
Just the presence alone from Bassey forced that bad shot.
That's ball game. Legends took the opener yesterday. A couple of quality head coaches meet at midcourt, shake hands.